Hi, second grade. I'm going to show you how to tell if a number is even or odd. If a number is even, that means that it can be divided into equal groups. Remember, even Stevens, it's equal groups. If a number is odd, that means that it cannot be divided into an equal group because there will always be one oddball out. I'm going to show you from the numbers 1 all the way to 10. I'm going to show you how to use your 10 frame. This is a 10 frame, and I'm going to show you how to use this 10 frame to figure out if a number is even or odd. Let's start with the number 1. In order to tell if the number 1 is even or odd, I'm going to draw one dot because we have just the number 1, so I'm just going to draw one dot. Now I need to divide up the numbers into equal groups. Can I divide up the 1 into a group? No, there's nothing to group it here. It's just the one tiny dot. So I'm gonna say that the number is odd. The number 1 is odd because it cannot be divided into equal groups. Let's try the number 2. So we already used the number 1. Let's try the number 2. Now, since we have the number 2, I'm going to draw two dots. 1, 2. So now I have two dots. Now I can start dividing the number into equal groups. Equal groups just means I have to circle a group of 2. That's all that means. Can I circle a group of 2? Yes, it is even Stevens. It is ready to go. It's in an even group of 2. So number 2 is an even number. So we just did the number 2. I'm going to show you how to do the number 3. Let's do the number 3 now. So since we have the number 3, I'm going to draw 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. Once I draw my dots, it's time to figure out if they can be formed into groups. Let's figure it out. Let's circle my 2's. I have 2. I can't circle a group of 2 here because there's nothing left. There's an oddball out. It can't be divided into equal groups. Since there's an odd guy out, that means that the number 3 is odd. Let's see if I can continue to do the rest of my numbers. We did the number 3. Now let's do the number 4. We're going to draw 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's figure out if they can be divided into groups of 2. Here's 2. Here's 2. Yep, I can divide it into groups of 2. They are even Stevens, which means the number 4 is even. Let's keep going to see if I can do the rest of the numbers from 1 to 10. We did number 4. Now let's try 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can divide the 5's into equal groups. Here's 2 and here's 2, and I can't keep going anymore. There's an odd guy out, which means the number 5 is odd because there's a little odd guy out there. Since there's an oddball out, that means that 5 as a number is odd. Let's keep going. We did the number 5. Let's do the number 6. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see if it's even or odd. I've got 2. I've got 2. I've got 2. Yep, it is even Stevens. So the number 6 is even. There is no odd guy out here. So the number 6 is even. Let's keep going to see what the rest of our numbers are. Let's do number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see my groups of 2. Here's 2. Here's 2. Oh, there's a little odd guy out here. I can't do equal groups. So since there's an oddball out, that means the number 7 is odd. Let's do number 8 next. Here's the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if it's even or odd. Let's start circling our groups to figure out if it's even or odd. And it's even Stevens. We are good to go. We can divide them up into equal groups. So the number 8 is even. Let's keep going. I'm going to erase so that we can do number 9. Okay, so we did number 8. Now let's do number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's divide them into groups. We've got 2, we've got 2, we've got 2, we've got 2, and we have an odd guy out here. So if we have an odd guy out, we have odd. So that means that the number 9 is odd because we have an oddball out. The last one I'm going to erase so we can do the last one together. We did the number 9. Now let's do 10. Let's see if 10 is even or odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got our 10 dots. Let's make our groups. We've got 2, we've got 2, we've got 2, we've got 2, and we've got 2. That means that the number 10 is even Stevens. So that means the number 10 is even. So we are good to go because the number 10 is even. Whenever you look at these numbers, we just did the numbers 1 through 10. All of these are single numbers because we just did the numbers 1 through 10. If you ever see the number 24, you always look at the last number to figure out if it's even or odd. Always look at the last number. So we've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we know that we can do equal groups with the number 4, so that means that it's even. You always look at the last number to figure out if it's a 2-digit number. Always look at the last number to figure out if it's even or odd. So let's do another one. Let's do 36. Let's do 36. We look at the last number. Let's look at the last number and let's figure out if it's even or odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do our groups of 2, 2, and 2, and we know that the number 36 is even because we were able to make even groups. So even though the number 36, even though it has a 3 in it, and we know that 3 is odd, but even though it has a 3 in it, we know it's an even number because we always look at the last number. So that's how you can tell if a number is even or odd. You're going to do an activity now that's going to help you figure out if the numbers are even or odd by you doing this the same way.